Hello, Beyond Logos community. How is everyone doing? Today, I want to talk about content creation and how you are showing up on social media. One of my one of our cohort members, who's also part of the community, she had messaged me about content creation and if we should be boosting our social posts. So now that's a really good idea. When I first started creating content, I did think about boosting a lot of my posts, and I did do it. And here's a couple things I learned from it, and I want to share with you so you don't repeat the same mistake as me. So, what is boosting when you are boosting a social post? Here's what it is. When you post a static image or a video or a reel, sometimes you have an option to boost. And sometimes what that boost looks like, it's a little blue button that says boost on it. So I want to show you what that looks like on Facebook, so everyone's aware of that. Okay, so it's just gonna say Facebook boost button. Okay, so sometimes you get a boost button that looks like this, right? It says boost now. It says boost here as well when you're doing a post, right? So here's the thing. Depending on your profile, if you are a digital creator and you switched it to a content creator mode or professional mode, then you will get the option to boost. But if you just have a regular personal Facebook page, then you won't have the option to boost. And if you do see it, then maybe the rules have changed. But what I've known is that if you have a personal Facebook page, you will not get the boost blue button. But if you have converted your profile into a professional or content creator page, you will get a boost button. So here's my lesson to boosting my posts. I'm gonna say first, and then I'll go back and explain why. I don't recommend you boosting your posts. I don't recommend doing it unless you have a specific goal or a purpose to do that. Okay. And here's my take is that when I started boosting my posts, I first started creating content. It helped me a lot to get engagement, to get people to follow me. It definitely widened my eyeballs on my content because I was posting a lot of videos and I will spend anywhere from $5 to $20 to $50. Okay. So when I spent about $20 to $50, I will actually get a lot of views on my reels and my videos. I would get anywhere from like 1K to 5K views. So I felt really good. So I actually posted a lot of my videos and my static posts for about a good 2, 3 months. But the thing was that even though I got a lot of eyeballs and a lot of views, I didn't get a lot of engagement, meaning I didn't get a lot of people commenting. I got like a couple likes. And here's the thing is your numbers of views also has to kind of match your amount of engagement in your comment section and your like buttons, okay? Because what happens when you do ads or when you boost, you're basically paying for the views, not for the engagements in the comment section, okay? So just because you put money on an ad or on a photo, on a video, it does not guarantee people to comment on the comment section and say, hey, I want to learn more or to have a conversation with you. That is not guaranteed. It also is not guaranteed for people to press the like button. So that's the perception behind putting money on videos and using ads is that you think you're going to get all these engagement, but you don't. But what is guaranteed is you get eyeballs on your post, on your video. That's considered engagement, okay? But I wouldn't really, because engagement is kind of like branding, where engagement, there's a full spectrum. Do you want engagement as in likes, comments, clicking to your website, or just views? It depends on yourself, right? I mean, when you work on your ads, there are options for you to choose. If you want to promote this as a post to get more likes or to get more views or to get more website visit, you get to do all that. But it does not matter which one you choose. Commenting and liking is not guaranteed. But views to see it, people will see it, and that is guaranteed. Okay. So taking it back here is that after a couple months of me boosting all my posts, I realized that, all these people watching my content, they are following me. It has grown, but only by like 30%. And the only difference is that I just got more views in my videos, but no one was booking me, no one was interacting with me, no one was having conversations with me. So I basically was wasting my money. So for the 3 months, I spent almost about like $500 on online posts. And I finally stopped because what I realized was that those paid posts and boosts were not giving me organic leads. That's what you get when you do ads is you always don't get organic leads. Sometimes a lot of those people were just bots, fake people, fake profiles, right? So I wasted about $500 until I started just to post organically and stop relying on the blue button, right? It's very tempting to press this blue button and say post because literally they say like it's only $5 and $5 can get you like maybe 100 views or so or 25 views or so, right? So it's very tempting. That's why it's kind of like addicting. So that's why I was able to do it so much every time I posted for 3 months and I spent like $500. So I don't recommend you pressing boost. And when I say you should only boost if you have a specific goal in mind, and that's very true. And this is what I mean by that is that when you are boosting your social post, you are basically doing it for an ad. Okay. And what I've learned from Christian, who helped me on my ads, and what he teaches is that he does not recommend boosting a new post. For example, if today I recorded a video and I talked about how people don't really care about your logo, I made a 2-minute video about that, I posted, I shouldn't boost that one, right? Because boosting works better when you already have analytics and data to back it up and to support it, right? So if it's fresh, there are no numbers behind it. So it's harder for Facebook to understand the algorithm to take that data and to really make it work for you. Compared to, let's just say, last month, I posted a video where I talked about why I love logo designing and why you should work with me, right? I did a 2-minute videos on that. I posted that last month, and let's just say it got about 500 views and like 500 views and like 10 comments and like 60 likes. That is a post you want to boost. Okay? Understand the two? So you want to boost the post that already has data and engagement. Okay? So if you look back to your page and you notice that one of your posts has 10 likes or 20 likes, it doesn't even have to be a lot, but it has likes and engagements on it, that's the one you boost. That's the one that's going to guarantee you get higher returns because, again, there's algorithm in it, there's data in it for Facebook to understand. But if you make a new post and you post it today and you boost it today, it's not the best and it won't give you the best result, but it will still work, right? But you just won't get the best result from a post that's already existing. So that's my breakdown of why I feel like you should not boost your posts unless you have a goal, unless it's a previous old post that has good engagement rate, and then boost that one instead. Okay. And when you do, let's just say, make a new post, and if it's specifically for people to download a freebie from you, then yes, then that's when it makes sense to boost the post, even if it's new. The difference is that because it's very targeted, you have a goal, is that you're uploading a freebie today and you want to boost it so it gets more eyeballs. That makes sense. But if you're just boosting it to get views, to get engagement, just so you can get more followers, then I don't recommend it. Rely on organic posting. Don't press a blue button. Trust yourself. Trust your presence, right? The more you do it, the more people recognize. Okay? So that's my insight and take behind boosting. So, with that, I want to quickly touch base about the AEC strategy, which is the content creation strategy inside of our community. Okay. So if you have any questions about boosting or generating ads, please DM me inside of the community or comment your notes and thoughts or questions on this thread because I want to make sure you understand this social media process, okay? Because content creation is all fun and games, but I don't want you wasting your money when you don't need to, okay? So again, post your comments in this thread and watch the replay. So let's take a step back and to talk about how do we understand content strategy, because inside of our community, I have a whole training on how you can show up consistently on social media with my AEC Attract, Engage, and Connect strategy. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. So to access that, it's inside of a community under Classroom. Now, it's under the Content Idea Machine. And I do want to say this. If you are at this point where you're watching this, the replay, and you want to learn how to show up consistently, uh, this content here is locked, meaning you will need to purchase this training. It is $85. This training inside, I go very deep. I take a deep dive into talk about my strategy. It's very, very powerful, and I really want you to understand how to strategize your content idea. And I'm only giving this for $85 just to unlock this course. Anywhere else, it could be very more expensive than 85. Even on YouTube, you can learn it, but learn it from the community. If you have any questions about that, DM me or again comment on the thread. So again, you will have to purchase to unlock this content because this piece is very important, and I want you, once you're here, you're a serious person who wants to show up consistently, then this is the training that you need. Okay. So inside of the training, I have a couple lessons that I want to teach you. Again, there's only 2 to 3 minutes long. So it's not gonna take up your whole entire day. Okay. So what does it look inside? Okay. So this is what it looks like when you unlock the AEC strategy. I want to know, what is your social media premium platform? Right? I want to know all of your locations. I want to know which one you use the most. For example, I use Facebook the most and I use Instagram, right? So that I understand the chart here, because this allows me to understand, okay, where are you using your energy? I'd rather you be really good at one thing than be a jack of all trades. So I'd rather have you master Facebook or Instagram. For me, I definitely love using Facebook, and I recommend using Facebook because it's almost acting like your landing page. Okay, and I love using Facebook. And from there, this is where we get to have fun. This is where we get to create content. Okay, so I want to show you a previous member, Chaming. He's a realtor. Where after we have identified his purpose and his insight, we brainstormed 5 ideas that matches, that relates back to his purpose. Okay, so this is how you create consistent marketing, consistent social media ideas. Okay, and once that's done, we have here a month's worth of ideas for you to populate your ideas, content creation down here, like Chaming here. Okay, so he populated all of his ideas into this month, and from here, I want you to really fill up this whole entire month, right? Get all your ideas down here. It's as easy as dragging this post-it note and pasting it there, okay? So here's what I mean by this. Just because you have a month's worth of ideas, I'm not expecting you to post every single day. I'm not expecting that. I just want you to know that when you are ready to execute, that you have 1 month worth of ideas ready in your back pocket. Okay. Because when it gets to the week or the months where you're like, I don't know what to post today, or I don't know what to talk about this week, I'm going to hold you accountable and be like, you know what? That's a lie. You do have a lot of ideas. Look, remember that month worth of all ideas, go back to that and start posting. So now you actually have no excuse because you have a whole month worth of ideas to post. So that is why I love having the AEC content strategy here inside of the community, right under our classroom, the content idea machine training. Okay. So if you want to show up consistently, how to post, unlock this training, go through the course on how to maximize your content here. How do you categorize them in the month? And then now we come to the coaching session every Thursday from 6 to 7. Let's talk about your ideas. Let's talk about a strategy on what makes you feel comfortable in posting. I've had a lot of clients and members who post once a week or who post bi-weekly or they post every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. That's where you and I get to talk and strategize because I know that content creation is very intimidating and it's not for everybody. But because you're in here, I want to challenge you and I want to encourage you that you can also create content and post. But we just have to find the right strategy for you. Okay. So that's all the conversation I want to have today is I just wanted to cover off on the AEC strategy. In the next session, if there's any questions about this, I will go deeper into the exploration like Charmaine did here. I will explain deeper on how to actually execute that, on how to create your ideas, and how do you even stem that from your brand purpose and insight, and how does that all work together? Okay, so next week, Thursday, I will go deeper to talking about how do we really brainstorm this. You will have to be in a process, in a progress of you completing your brand one pager. Without your brand one pager, it will be difficult to come up with content ideas and content mapping. That is why I strictly have it towards the end here after you have completed your brand one pager. And I promise you, once you have that completed, it's going to make this brainstorming part so much easier for both you, for me, to really coach you through this training. Okay. So if you have any questions, please comment your questions on this replay thread. Okay. Other than that, have a wonderful week and have a wonderful rest of the weekend coming up here too.